Anyway, so the first one is sorry, you guys, taking the lead. So I feel like this is really you in this mode of being your most authentic self. It's like you've had this shadow person behind you, right? There was this shadow person behind you here. And it's like, you know what? It's time for this person to take the forefront, is the energy that I'm really feeling. Like, how do I get this person in the forefront? Because I feel like right now you're finally at a time where you're getting some stability. I'm feeling lots of Aries energy, also possibly some Aquarius, maybe some Gemini energy here as well, right? But I feel like you are literally finally taking the forefront. It's like you've communicated this with yourself, like, hey, it's time for me to do what I'm supposed to do. It's time for me to take the lead, right? A lot of us have these callings, these wishes. We wish to see changes in things. And it's like, okay, it's time for me not to step back. But you had to make sure that you were in your most authentic era in order to do this. And I feel like this is what's on your mind right now. You're finally in this era where it's like, you know what, yo, I'm ready and I'm going forward, okay? What should be on your mind, your passions, your fire, the things that you're going after, okay? You want to ignite that right now. Spirit says you are at the beginning of a new journey. I'm feeling this is magician energy with this one here. And it's like, how can I use the tools to get everything done, to make everything happen, right? Maybe you're leading a team of people. Maybe you are the one with the main business and you have other people that are going to be working with you, and it's like, okay, establishing myself as this leader, as this authoritarian figure. Some of you guys may actually be mentally thinking about, they're telling me right now, maybe getting a raise. Maybe some of you have been getting a raise in your jobs or places and things like that. And so it's like, and you may be fighting some with that person that you used to be, right? This person that was standing back in the shadows, whereas now it's like I'm coming forward from the shadows. So I feel like that might be some of the energy that you are working with. And Spirit says you are ready. You have the energy, you have the fire. This is everything that you have been manifesting coming full circle. So now it's like, look at your team and figure out, because I made a post last night, those who lead are really the biggest servants. So look at your team, see what it is that they need. How can you advance them? In advancing your team, you are automatically going to always advance yourself. Okay, so I feel like seeing how those things can play out, using the knowledge that you have, using some of the things that you've been through, possibly also in situations, or not even just situations, like I don't mean it for some reason I want to say situationships, right? Relationships, different things where maybe maybe you've seen how different bosses act and stuff, and it's like, oh, I don't want to be that type. Well, don't. Now is your opportunity, right? It's, you can really do these things the way that you want to. Five of Wands, I feel like there may be some issues with people, places, and things, right? Maybe you've been getting double crossed, but it's like, as you're taking this lead, you can't be the same person that you once were, right? Maybe you was the friend, maybe you was friendly with these people, and it's like you've got to find that fine balance now in between that friendship and that relationship, okay? Because you don't want lines to get crossed. I can't talk right now, but a leader is not always not always loud. Okay, sometimes they are silent. Sometimes they literally they can maneuver other people. And I tell women this all the time with men, right? Through seduction, through magnetism. You don't always have to be the loudest one. You don't always have to be the one making them know, like, oh, this is my idea. Sometimes silent suggestion can get you a lot further than just being so blunt and bold, right? That there's a place and time for everything. Sometimes you do need to be blunt and bold, sometimes you don't. And I feel like that's what's going on, like with the Emperor. If you've been having issues and taking this new place in work and seeing your eyes through this new light, you don't want to be the big bad boss. All right, nobody likes the big bad boss. You want to take the lead in a way that is cohesive for everyone, in a way that it makes everyone feel like they are coming together. You don't want to be that narcissist boss and only thinking of self and things like that moving forward. So make sure that you are using and you are uniting your team as a full circle. So I feel like this is where mentally you may be at and you should be at. And this, when I speak teams, this could be family, this could be any of those things, you guys. All right. So take it, only you know your life. Love, light, and lingerie, and I will talk to you soon. All right, you guys, we are back and we are going to do our reading on what our body needs. So, the physical, what do we need in the physical right now? What are we maybe going through in the physical right now? This is not necessarily a health reading, even though there may be some things that come out. Always make sure you check with your doctor and things like that, as I am no doctor. Okay. All right. So, let's see what is going on with our physical, with our body, spirit. Let's see. Speed. So for some of you guys, Spirit is saying you need to get moving. There's some things that you need to get done in your environment. And I feel like this is thoughts and things that have come over your head, right? Or maybe the thoughts are like distracting you, is what they're saying to me right now. Because I feel like this is things that you need to get done in your physical environment with this Father of Earth card coming up. So that's really mastering your environment and the things that surround you, mastering your generosity. We have a 5 here. So this could be some changes, some transformations that some of you guys are going through. I feel like you're going in through a growth where it's going to be lots of abundance for you, okay? Lots of abundance coming in. However, Spirit's like, listen, we can't be distracted. You are on a serious spiritual journey right here with this number 7 for some of you guys. And it's like, listen, we don't need you to be distracted right now. We need you to stay focused. We need you to stay clear-minded. And I feel like in order to do that, you do have to clean up your environment. For some of you guys, you need to be focused on cleaning your environment. And they want you to do this rather quickly, okay? Because I feel like your environment being a mess is actually stagnating you from moving forward and the rest of the things that you have going on, the rest of the plans and things, the abundance that you have planned coming in, this growth, it's kind of being stagnated by the things that you have going on around you. So they're like, hey, clean this up and do it rather quickly, okay? Let's go ahead and pull some tarot and see what Spirit has to say to us. We'll pull a couple of tarot cards really fast. But yeah, I definitely feel like your abundance, if you're having issues there, it's on the other side. They're like this, you've already learned these lessons. This is the Wheel card that came up. So it's like, if you guys are going through it still in your physical environment, there may be some things there in your energy that you may need to address, because these are lessons Spirit's telling me that you should have already been addressed, all right? It's certain things that you just got to let fall to the wayside. Certain things like you can't save. They're wanting you to let go of certain things in the house. They're telling me right now, like, set off a damn smoke bomb. Literally let go of a lot of stuff, because you guys are, I feel like, manifesting this new growth, this new abundance. And half of the things you own, they're just telling me they're no bueno. They're like, it's raggedy. Get rid of it. We're about to replace it with so much better, but we need the space, right? We can't even plant our roots in order for these new things to grow. So I feel like you definitely need to clear out that energy. Make sure that you're learning the lessons from things of the past that you have went through, right? Because I feel like some of the things that you hold or that you're holding on to right now, yeah, it's literally stopping some of your power. Okay, like if you've been doing magic, if you've been doing candle magic and you're wondering why it's not working, it's literally because your environment right now. All right, you really need to clean up, because what I'm seeing is like a lot of it is holding energetic from like times before, arguments and things that you may have went on before, and it's like it's held into like the glass and so some of the clothing and things. And Spirit's like, just get rid of a lot of that stuff. Fumigate. All right, literally open your houses, sage, open those windows, let everything, maybe do a fire burning ceremony, burn your sheets, your old sheets, get rid of any of that old stuff. Step into your power, because I feel like the energy that's connected to it, it's one of those things that it's not letting you move into your future fully, while still being attached to these things. All right, so I hope that makes sense to you guys when it comes to taking care of your body, your environment right now at this time. And we're going to go into our next video for our soul. All right, let's do our soul reading for today. Yeah, we did mind, body. Let's do our soul. What does our soul need to hear right now at this time? All right, let's see. What does our soul need to hear at this time, Spirit? Let's pull some oracle first, and then we'll jump into the tarot, okay? Oh, goodness. Well, that's quite a few. We're not going to take all those. It was like freaking 15 cards. We don't even have enough time. Just a few cards. What is the soul? All right, we'll take those. The soul is feeling a little chaotic right now. I feel like the soul is like all over the place. It's so much that it wants to get done. This is the Phoenix rising. So for some of you guys, you're literally rebirthing yourself right now. And that's why you may be feeling a little all over the place. I'm feeling like that energy. I'm seeing right now a picture of Bambi when the baby, like when the deer first starts to walk and it's like their legs are all wobbly. Of course, you're going to feel wobbly in this new era. For many of you, you have elevated into a new part of yourself. Change and progress is the very first card that it came up here. So I feel like you're definitely on your way, right? You're on your way to these new beginnings. It's like, you know what? I've taken a chance. I'm going to jump on this rafter. I don't have anything to lose, right? Really, like anything moving is moving forward. And I feel like that's the energy you've been in. You definitely have been in your Phoenix. And it's like, for the third time, I'm going to re-arise again. I'm going to remake myself over again. And this time I am going to soar. That is exactly what I'm feeling. Imagine any mission. If you didn't watch the mind reading, you may want to go back to that, because your soul right now, our paths are really following our mind. Okay, they're very much in alignment with each other. It's like, I'm going to follow my passions and these things. I'm ready to take the lead. I'm ready to make all of these dreams tangible. And I feel like you're right now in a place where you are embodying this magic. If you didn't watch the body reading, watch that one, because the only thing that may be stopping many of you is your environment. It's just making sure that you clean, and Spirit's just preparing you, because soon in a minute it's all going to take off. So make sure that your environment is in order around you, that you have your manifestations in order around you, that you know what it is that you want. Plenty of times we say, oh, I want this, I want that, and you really have no idea, and you may be all over the place. And Spirit's like, listen, these manifestations are about to be coming in fast. You've been putting in the work, you've been studying, you're mastering your craft. Like, you are really in your magician energy right now, right? So you are drawing in the things that you wanted. I feel like many of you guys have been doing fire magic, like lots of candle work, candle spells. And if you have, it is coming in. However, like I said, the environment. So make sure that you clean up your environment. King of Cups, right now, your soul. The main thing that you need to be doing is learning how to master these waters, how to ride on a raft ain't easy. Riding a little kayak and a boat, sometimes these waters can be turbulent. There can be waterfalls, all types of stuff that you may go through. So it's like, as I go through these things, because it's gonna happen, you have to learn to master your desires, to master your emotions, master your energies. And I really feel like you're finally getting to that point with this King of Cups energy here. All right. I really feel like you're finally getting to that space. So that is a beautiful thing, right? Like, when you are putting in the action, and it's like, I'm pouring my emotions into the things that I want. And Spirit says, now all you have to do in this rebirth is continue to do these things consistently. Allow your soul day in and day out to work hard at these things, to chase the things that set your soul on fire, that set you free. Because in this is where your soul finds its transformation, in that mastery of energies, and that consistency and doing things over and over again. This is where your soul is reborn. Do not let the young thoughts come and talk you out of it, because I feel like this is a new path for you, right? So it could be very hard. Sometimes you may want to give up. You may think things like, oh, no, listen, follow this out. This is young. This is new. Let's see what this page is trying to tell us here, okay? But I feel like, really, like, it's time for you to imagine. Yeah, Six of Swords again. So this is that travel energy. Some of you guys may be planning on travel, going around, seeing the world. Like I said, this is a new energy. So it's like, don't jump the gun just yet. Don't try to, even though you're working consistently at being what you want to be, don't leave it open. All right, because sometimes we decide to start manifesting. We're like, oh, I want this like this, and I want it just like this, and it has to come to me just like this. Spirit's telling you right now. So leave it open. Leave yourself open to the possibilities, because you just never know where it may lead you and what you may wind up being victorious at. Okay, so I really feel like you have victory coming in for you. Yeah, they're saying be patient. As you pour into these parts of yourself, just be patient as these new energies come along. We have this temperaments card here. All right. Just allow yourself, as these new energies come, to pour, to really allow yourself to feel and to do what you feel, right? Like, to go after the things that set your soul on fire. But you don't have to rush. Yeah, they're all the cards. We got the chariot in reverse. All the cards here are telling you you don't have to rush, okay, into making this final decision of what the end game is going to look like. Allow the universe to give you the best, right? I had a manifestation thing the other day. I was starting to say, I said, I'm going to start saying, and I seen it somewhere. It's not original by any means, but it was like, show me how good it can get, right? Sometimes we're always like, oh, I want this size house with this. How about you just chill for a minute and let the universe show you how good it could get? That is where your soul is headed. All you have to do is keep up the high energy, the high frequency, the consistency. Keep doing your fire magic. Keep burning your ceremonies. Get your environment clean, and everything else is going to follow. That is a beautiful reading, you guys. Love, light, and lingerie, and I will talk to you soon.